Hey there and welcome. Today we're chatting all things periods thanks to Bond's Bloody Comfy Period Undies. Designed with innovative layered technology, Bond's Bloody Comfy Undies not only keep you feeling comfy and confident all day long, but they are also washable and reusable, which makes them much kinder on the planet. To chat all things periods, we are joined by the ever wonderful writer and media personality, Yumi Stynes. Yumi has written a book, Welcome to Your Period, and is well-versed when it comes to chatting to young girls all about periods. We also have award-winning sexologist Chantelle Otten. Chantelle is known for her work empowering and normalizing sexuality. And finally, we have the gorgeous Dr. Michela Sorensen, specializing in women's mental and rural health. So to break the ice, we are going to start with a fun question for each of you. When was a time you wish you had Bond's Bloody Comfy Undies?
The answer to that is my entire teenage years. I wish I had Bond's Bloody Comfy Undies. I was the fourth child, the youngest of four, and my parents just had stopped caring, I think. Oh. So I was left to fend for myself. And what I remember so clearly is being at school, being 13 or 14, having my period and just going, I didn't think this through. I just showed up to school and I have nothing in my pockets. There's nothing in my school bag. I am actually stuck. And it was at that point that if I could travel back in time and give myself some Bond's Bloody Comfy Period Undies right then and there, I think that I would have loved that.
I think the time that I would have loved the Bond's Bloody Comfy underwear would have been while I was traveling, because when you're on a flight and, I used to live in Holland, so I'd be back and forth every 6 months. I also have polycystic ovaries, so I don't know when my period's going to come on. I think it would have been so much smarter and very handy to be able to just wear these on the flight, regardless or not whether I was going to get my period at that time.
And Michela, what do you advise for your young patients to help them feel comfy and confident during that time of the month?
Yeah, look, it is. I think we've all experienced that time around, that time of the month where we just feel down in the dumps and all we want to do is sit in front of the TV, watch Netflix, eat ice cream, eat chips, and just wallow in feeling rubbish. But that's actually the worst thing we can do. So just taking a step back, there's actually lots of scientific research and evidence to show that there is a difference in our self-esteem during our period versus other times in the month. So our self-esteem actually peaks around ovulation time, which is coinciding with when we get a nice surge in our hormones. And then it troughs when we get that dip, which is when we get our period. So really the best way, I think, to maintain your confidence and feel strong and capable during your period is to actually get outdoors, get some fresh air, exercise, get those endorphins happening, because I think as cliched as it is, endorphins do really improve our mood.
Yeah, so I am obviously a sexologist. I really believe in getting close and cuddly with your partner and making sure that you get that endorphin release from being intimate or just being snuggled up. You don't have to obviously get too close if you don't feel like it, if you're feeling a little bit yuck. But I think skin on skin contact is a really great way to release those beautiful endorphins that make us feel wonderful. They're also natural analgesics, so you can put away your Panadol and your Nurofen and I guess just settle in to being close and comfortable and warm. I think that's a really important one.
One of the things that we said in our period book, Welcome to Your Period, is look, if naproxen, if ibuprofen, if Panadol is going to help, you are totally allowed to have that. And Chantelle, I agree that if you can find an alternative, then by all means do, but don't feel like you have to ration yourself or give yourself permission if you want to take a little painkiller at that time of the month.
Ibuprofen actually acts in a particular way on the uterus that it can help reduce the heaviness of your flow. Taking ibuprofen regularly, so 1 to 2 tablets up to 3 times a day, for those couple of days, it can actually make it lighter and more bearable. So not only can they help with the cramping, but it can have other significant benefits as well.
So I'm definitely not against taking medication, but I'm saying we can have maybe a hand-in-hand approach with having natural endorphins.
I completely agree, and I think both complement one another. And they're certainly coming off the back of what you said about snuggling up with your partner. For those people that don't have a partner, even just maintaining that social interaction. So I think it's very tempting when you're feeling a bit blah and a bit crampy, a bit sore, just feeling a bit miserable, to just want to sort of turn inwards and stay at home. Obviously, with COVID, it's a bit more difficult. People are in lockdown and do have to stay at home. But hopefully when the world returns a little bit more normal, for want of a better phrase, still maintaining that contact with your friends and family members, is really, really important.